gifts will lead you to the people you're meant to serve. You know, we're not meant to serve everybody, Tristan. We're meant to serve the people that come into our life that have a need for us.
Gayle, you're not traveling this week, are you? It's next
Not
week?
this, next week, I'm in a pickleball tournament, 4 days
Where at? That's cool.
in Wickenburg, Arizona.
No way.
Yeah.
So you're in Arizona. You were in Arizona a few weeks ago?
Well, I'm here for 6 months.
Is that every year? That's how it works now?
Last 3 years. Next year, we're staying home because my grandson is a senior in high school and we want to watch him wrestle.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining us. I know some of you are watching some other things right now about the settlement, but we thought we'd change the subject on you because we're always looking to move forward. Gayle Zientek, a friend of ours, and if you know her, you usually associate a good feeling to seeing her and talking to her and connecting with her. That's because she does such a great job in connecting with people at a deep level. So, Gayle, today you're going to be talking about creating that feeling and building our business on relationships. So, thank you for
Yeah.
jumping in.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me. You know, as I was preparing for today's conversation, it was like, what is promptings? Promptings to prosperity, like appreciation energy. What does that mean? And you know, I have a slideshow, a little presentation, and I'll share my screen. So, because I think people are visual learners, and instead of me just talking about it, they can see it, and we can just kind of go from there and follow along. So here we are. I
I
gotta
like it. I see it. It's on my
there.
screen.
Here we go. Here we go. Promptings of prosperity, multiplying your business through appreciation energy, and with the recent things that are coming up, right? With the commissions and all that stuff, how important is it to you to build your business through positive relationship energy, you know, through appreciation energy? And so, you know, we talk about promptings to prosperity. What is a prompting? Simply, a prompting is an intuitive thought that calls for a positive action. Promptings are gifts that every human receives, you know, it's a thought. The key is to recognize and act on them. And these gifts will lead you to the people you're meant to serve. You know, we're not meant to serve everybody, Tristan. We're meant to serve the people that come into our life that have a need for us. And so if we can act on the promptings that we get, the outer prompting is you have a thought, oh, somebody comes to mind today. Maybe when you wake up in the morning and you're thinking about your day and someone pops into your mind, that's a prompting. And then when you can put that feeling that you have about that person into words of expression, you can add
Mm.
pictures to bring it to life, and you perform the deed by pushing the send button. And we're talking about cards, of course, and send out cards is the mechanism I use and have used for almost 16 years. So let's think about social media because we're all there. We're all influenced by it. 1 hour of engagement every day. How many of you are watching right now and you go, I don't have time, but yet you're on social media and that's where you are. That's where your presence is. That's where you're gaining and building your visibility. So liking, commenting, creating dialogue through your engagement in social media creates your visibility to people who are out there watching. They're watching you, whether you believe it or not, they're watching you. So 2 posts every day. Think about that. A business post, personal post, do live videos. This builds your credibility. And right now, it is extremely important to build that credibility with the people who are watching,
Oh,
even maybe from the sidelines. So 1 to 3 cards every day. I want you to, as you're going through social media, I want you to see people. I want you to see that they're having a birthday, that they're celebrating their first little fish caught, that their retirement, having a new baby. There's so many things. Lifestyle celebration, recognition leads to positivity. When you take a picture of someone who is sharing their life with you out there on social media, maybe that's a family member, friend, or client, and you take that picture and you give it back to them, what are you doing? You're giving back to them a story in their mind of what's going on in their life at that moment. And
Mhm.
most of them are pleasant moments. Sometimes there might be a sad, I'm going to give you an example. People post about their pets. This was a couple years ago, but my friend Amy, she lost her dog Earl. Earl was a big thing in her life. You can see she posted like 24 pictures of Earl and she was sad. Um, and so I sent a personal message, private message. I'm sorry to see your sweet Earl passed away. I've enjoyed looking at the pictures of his big personality. I'd like to send you a card. Please share your mailing address. People always say, well, I don't have their mailing address. They use that as an excuse. You can use it as an excuse or a reason. I used it as a reason to make sure I had Amy's proper mailing address. And she just said, thank you. I've never lost a pet before, but Earl was special on a human level anyway. And she gave me her address. So basically it's another form of connecting. You're seeing, I saw Amy, I commented on her post, I sent her a message and engaged personally with her. And then I took the time to send this card. It was just her pictures of her dog Earl and Bailey.
Mm.
And so it really honestly took me about 5 minutes. Templates and send out cards are crazy. This is a 3-panel card. And this was the response that was met with that. Thank you so much for the beautiful card you made in memory of my sweet boy Earl. I'll keep it forever. Don't you want people to think about you as forever? Like when she looks at that card, she's just going to remember the kindness that Steve and I shared in sending a card. So I want you to think about this. There's 2 ways to create cards and memories with send out cards. It's the one-off, happy birthday, I'm thinking of you, I see you, celebrating them. And then they post on social media with pictures of their cards, thanking you. That's creating your visibility, not only for them, you've made them feel great, but now they're posting on social media. And what does that do? That's expanding you to their friends list of people who know, like, and trust them. And it's not even always about real estate because they know what you do and they trust you, they like you, they will refer their friends and people to that they know to you. So how do you leave people feeling at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year? um my daughter-in-law, I sent her a card and it connected us. It was totally unexpected, she says, but it connected us. Just this morning, I received the message from my friend Kelly, who I'd sent this card of her brand new baby like a month and a half ago when she had the baby. However, she moved. I didn't know it, but it made it to her. And so this is it. I know it's early, but oh my gosh, we got your surprise. And then something I didn't realize. She said, by the way, Mila still has her pink giraffe. Mila's like 5 or 6 years old now, but I sent Mila a pink, I sent them a pink giraffe when she was born, and I hadn't even remembered that. So I want you just to really think about, how are you leaving people feeling at the end of an interaction with you? Maybe it's through social media, maybe it's through a phone call or a text message, or maybe you're hosting some client events and you have people come. How do they feel when they leave your presence? So I'm going to divert a little bit now because, the heartfelt cards are the source of your business. This is where appreciation energy is multiplied, and this will lead you to prosperity in your life, in your business. Not only because when you take the moments and time to put some positivity into someone else, guess what it's doing? It's putting positivity right back into you at the same time. Okay.
Yeah.
Pam, Tristan, you have anything that you'd like to add to that before I go on to like the
No,
different?
I like this. I'm taking notes. I think you're hitting it right on.
Okay. Campaigns. There's campaigns with send out cards. And, you know, think about, you get a referral. A referral comes in and you're busy. You got other things going on. But how about if you had a card that's already created? This card's already created in my system. All I have to do is go in and it says dear first name, so it's going to pull the person's first name from my contact manager. And then I personalize it, hey, just to let you know that your referral of Rachel Barnett is so appreciated. The area they want to buy in is out of my area of expertise, but we found a wonderful agent, our friend Joe, who has been in the business for 30 years. Thank you for the trust you place in us to work hard for your friends and family. Here's a special treat just for you. We appreciate you, Steve and Gayle. Now, we sent this card because how important is it when you get a referral, and even if you don't have the opportunity to take that referral on yourself, but now you've been able to refer them out to a colleague and friend in another area that's their expertise, and you can still get a commission on that, right? For a referral fee. So this is the card that goes out. You said it, you forget it, you're like, oh, I did my job. I thanked my client, my friend for referring. And then you get a text message. Now, this is kind of funny because the text came in, it says, thanks for the brownies. And of course, I will refer you for anybody's housing needs because you are the best. But the picture that they added to this had been on the refrigerator for 2 years. Like they showed us, like he snapped, of course I'm thinking of you because the picture is on my refrigerator. And when someone has a housing need, it's there. And it's just a picture of them in front of their new home that they've kept on the refrigerator for 2 years. So I thought that was pretty cool. A 4-card campaign. So follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. You have not, because you have not followed up after the sale. And there's some transactions that you just get to know people, and maybe they were referred to you and you're building a relationship, but do you want to have a relationship for life with people? If you want to have a relationship for life with people, it's important that they remember who you are and how to find you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know the statistics, but they will use, and you did a great job. They'll use you again if they remembered who you were and how to find you. And so I implement this 4-card campaign after the sale. I have one for buyer and one for seller. And then you can see the first card goes out immediately. It has a 4-pack of brownies with it, and I personalize it with their home on the card. It's really easy to go in and just change the pictures out. The cards are already created. The sentiments are created. 3 months later, a $50 gift card goes out saying, thank you again for the opportunity. I hope you're settled in to your new environment, and maybe you can find something that will fit that environment. $50 gift card. Then Home Sweet Home anniversary card goes out 1 year with brownies. And then on November 11th, a card is scheduled to go out at the, just thanking them for the opportunity to have served them in this year, that first year. So, the total cost of this campaign is less than $90. It goes out with 3 gifts. It's basically set it and forget it, and you're charged as they go out. So I don't get charged for the gift card until 3 months later when it goes out in the mail. So the campaigns are a beautiful way to really implement and stay top of mind with people in your business that you do business with. So promptings will create that genuine human connection that guides you to your personal genius. So I want you to think about this as you're drawn in business. Are you drawn to relationships? If you're drawn to relationship-based business, then this is a great company and a great service that has, like, my husband and I made millions of dollars over the last 20 years by simply being nice to people, staying top of mind with people, having a referral-based business. And it's just been a really wonderful way to grow. You can get started with a 10-card challenge. And you see the QR code there that'll lead you right to a 10-card challenge. What is a 10-card challenge? A 10-card challenge is you have 10 people in your life right now that come to mind that need some appreciation energy from you. And there's cards in the system. You don't have to be a rock star card maker to create cards. There's thank you cards, there's birthday cards, there's I'm thinking of you cards, there's sympathy cards, there's all kinds of cards for you to choose from to offer that sentiment to the people that need to hear from you. So take the 10 card challenge. It's $20. It includes the stamp anywhere in the world. And you can access that right there through the QR code. Now, some of you that are watching, I think you've probably been around send out cards for a while. Maybe you even have an account, and I'm going to share something with you that I believe is can change your business. And the solopreneur, businesspreneur, and entrepreneur packages are for those of you who say to yourself, I love this idea. I just don't want another thing that I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
Well, the beauty of this is the VA that Promptings has their own VA service, and they are keyed into send out cards. This is what they do. If you have, and I had the privilege over the weekend to watch an interaction between the VA and a new client. And the questions that they will ask you in your first 15-minute conversation with them will set you up for the success of having the branding on the cards done for you on the back of your cards. They give you 3 different examples. They create it for you. They will create a 3-card campaign for you that you can set up that's personalized to you and how you do business and what you want to say. And they will import your contacts for you and make sure your send out card system is set up in a way that it's going to benefit you. So whether you're just getting started and you want to take your top 50 people, think about that. The solopreneur package, $495. Your top 50 people will receive cards that are created for you by a VA that, I mean, their examples were so great, and I don't have the screenshots to show you what those are, but they were really awesome, and they listen to you, and they're going to create that. But those are going to go out for you, so you have something that now is your appreciation energy is implemented. It's getting started, and this QR code is going to just take you to some information that's going to share what these packages are about. Yes, Tristan.
All right. So question. First of all, Kara says you look at the beautiful tan Gayle. So great. I had to mention that. Melissa has a good question. Who's printing the cards and sending them out? Also, the brownies.
Okay, well, send out cards is Promptings is the company. Send out cards is the company that we've all known and loved for the last 20 years. They send them out for you. So they print, they stuff the envelopes, they are sent for you in the mail. So it's basically when you design a card, you push the send button and everything else gets done. So example, I'll stop the share for just a second. Oh, I guess I have to go out of here. Stop the share for just a second. So I created this card for myself, and they printed stuff, stamped, and sent it to me in the mail so I can open that up. All the things, gifts. So I don't have a sample of the brownies, but I have a sample of this. It's a sunshine box. So think about pop by gifts. You know, we learn about pop by gifts. This is send out cards designs, several different ones. So this one is actually the sunshine box.
That's
So
cool.
it's really cool. It has a little sunshine. This is how it comes in the mail. And then on the inside, there's a little card that says, I just wanted to brighten your day. Think of this as sunshine in a box designed to let you know that I see your light, how you are shining bright. Thanks for making my world a better place. There's one of these cool little pop cards. You're amazing that you can pop open and see the message inside. You get a little thing of lemon drops and a couple things of country time lemonade. So this, you create a card. You create a card that goes with it. It goes in the mail. You had nothing to do but push send, and it's printed stuff, stamped, mailed for you. So think about maybe your top 25 clients or your referral, the people who send you a referral, and once a month you want to just send them a it's $15. It's sent, it's done for you, and the card goes with it. So yeah, there's lots of different gifts in the send out card system.
I love that. So we've got Farah says, and the brownies are so good. Yes, they are. I honestly hate getting them, but I love it at the same time. It's terrible. Uh, I've sent the sunshine box and they loved it, Kara says. Melissa has another question. How much is a box like that with the card including shipping? Is $15?
It's about $15. There's different subscriptions with send out cards. There's a $37 a month. You can send 20 cards, stamp included. So if you were to send this with the card would be free, because unless you're doing campaigns, there's so many variations. I'm just going to say it's right around $15
Okay,
if you're on a subscription to send the sunshine box.
cool. I like that.
If you're not on a subscription, it'll probably be around 20. It'll be a little bit more.
Gail, I have a question for you about opportunities, which they're like prompts, right? But how do you go through the day and become more aware of those opportunities to send out something? Is it just you've gotten so used to it over the years? What's the process that you have? Like you see something, you're like, oh, they need that. Oh, they need that. How does that
Well,
happen?
differently for different days. So I spent the last 4 days in Salt Lake City at the Promptings to Prosperity 3-day intensive with Cody Bateman, and people I interacted with at that event. Like, I picture the cards I'm going to send to them, something they said to me, something they said to others, um, something they did for me at that event. So I want to say thank you. So I've always had a mindset of gratitude, and
Mm,
in that mindset of gratitude, I'm looking for opportunities to reach out in kindness. So,
that is probably the best one. I'm trying to highlight that because I took notes from what you were saying. That's probably is the biggest opportunity you have is if you look at opportunities to say thank you. So good, Gail. I love that.
and just being in tune to it. Um, when you have a heart of gratitude, what you send out comes back. So if you're sending out gratitude in your mind, in your heart, in your world, it's going to come back to you. And then you just multiply that. So um, social media. I love to just scroll through social media and see opportunities to see people, and when you're looking for opportunities to see people, you do see them. And if you just take 5 minutes to send a note. And sometimes it's not always a card, Tristan. It could be a phone call. It could be a text message. Um, there's just different ways to connect. When you think, I saw a post yesterday that said there's all kinds of telephones on the wall, uh, the dial, the touch tone, and it just said, call your mom. Like,
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, what did I do? I was prompted in that moment. Yes, call my mom. So I called my mom and we had a nice little conversation. So just be in tune to what you're feeling, and then give that away. Give it away. And messaging. People talk about messaging all the time. And I learned this, the heartfelt personal message mastery. How many of you want to know the personal message mastery? Well, it's
You do.
simply appreciate. So, dear Tristan, I just appreciate so much the opportunity to be on this webinar with you today. Compliment. Hey, you're looking good, my friend. And I'm
Mm.
so glad you told me how to say your last name in that last video you did. Ahumada. Ah, I always said
You told me how to
Ahumada.
say yours. So there you go.
And then connect. Hey, I look forward to the next time we can connect on a personal level. So appreciate, compliment, connect. And that if you use those three sentences in a card when you're thinking of somebody, appreciate them. What do you appreciate about them or appreciate from them? Maybe they appreciated you. You compliment them and you connect, look for an opportunity to connect. Hey, give me a call. I'd love to get together. Um, Hope that's helpful.
ACC. I got you.
ACC.
I just wrote it down. So concise. I love this. This is great. Bill says, this is great because what's up, Bill? How are you, man? This is great because I buy gifts and or cards for friends, family, and clients, and they often times stack up and don't actually get sent out. Oh, Bill, dude, that's me too. It might be a guy thing. It was terrible. Knowing that someone would have my back and really send out makes it great. It's like your own assistant, Bill. That's
Mhm.
really what it's come down to. I I think for me it started with just initially it started with just my family, close family. So I would just get into a habit of just saying thank you in that way. Um, it's kind of cool. But yeah, Bill, I agree with you, man. I even need to use this stuff more, man. Gail knows how often I use this. She's looking in going,
Well,
thank you.
I think you are a prime target for that VA service to help you implement what you feel is important. And that's just it. Don't feel
Yeah.
guilty about
You know
not
what it
doing
is,
it.
Gail? I have the intention. I love this, by the way, because I wrote it down. We need to act on our good thoughts and intentions about people. So I love that you made it about the easiest one for me was to say thank you. But I want to say thank you, so I just typically go to text, and that's cool. But if I took it another level, as soon as I sent thanks and I'd ask my admin, I'd be like, hey, can you do me a favor? Pick something great around this price, send it out.
Mhm.
Right? Then it goes deeper. So I'm going to do that, Gil. I love it.
Awesome. Well, I let me just I'll finish out the little post here. Oh, see, it always gets in my way. I gotta wait just a second. There,
No
it's
problem.
on.
I got
There
you.
we go. Um, I'm really highlighting the entrepreneur. Click on this QR code and learn about the solopreneur package to get you started because you're investing, but you guess what? You have someone on the other end of the line that's going to help you implement.
That's the key.
You know, we have so many times we invest in things and then we don't implement it because it's on us to implement it, but you have someone to help you implement that which you have in your mind right now that you desire to do. And so the automated system packages also you get a 30% discount on the gifts for 12 months. So those of you who are thinking gifts, you get a discount and you get premier shipping off the standard price, 20% off the standard price. So
Mhm.
the VA is a life changer. You get the relationship marketing course, which is a replay, and you get prompting seminar tickets. So Cody Bateman has taught me over the last 15 years
Mhm.
how to who am I and how to give away who I am to others in a way that's been extremely profitable. And he teaches these seminars. You can go virtually. The next one's May 4th. So I highlight that. And then,
Okay.
hey, I'm all about taking action. So the first 10 people that take action on this webinar today I'm going to send you a hard copy of Cody's book, Listen, Act, Appreciate, Attract, Prosper with the Promptings Process. So
That's awesome.
take action. I will know because I'll see you in my back office somewhere.
Yes, you will.
Somewhere I will see you, and or message me if you took action, message me and I'll make sure that you receive this book in the mail because okay, I'm gonna stop the share again. Here's the important part. Oh,
Tell me.
there we go. Stop the share. The important thing is to listen to what your heart's telling you right now and take action towards that, and then move forward in each moment. There's a reason that you're on this webinar today. There's a reason that you're listening to the words that we have to share, and then, but it's up to you to follow that prompting in your own life to move forward in that direction.
I love that. There's something Kara said, which I loved. Kara, thank you for sharing this with us. I've come to say that my superpower is making people cry. I've had so many people call me in tears when they've received a card. And I can see that. I could totally see that. Question on top of that, Gayle, would I purchase that in addition to the $40 monthly subscription that I already have?
Yes, if you have the desire to, the VA is really the opportunity here to help you implement. So even though I'm on a subscription, I pay $97 a month to send my 10 cards a day or 5 cards a day, whatever it is now. And but I witnessed the branding that these VAs did for a friend of mine at the seminar I went to. I kind of want them to create some cool designs for me, because sometimes I think I have pretty cool designs, but theirs were like they had QR codes that like they were beyond what I would do for myself. And so, yeah, I would invest also in a solopreneur package for myself so that I could take advantage of them doing something because it would probably take me 2 hours to figure it out. I don't have 2 hours. Well, I do have 2 hours as a semi-retired young woman, but I don't want to put my energy there. I want to put my energy somewhere else and let someone else's creative juices flow and help me look kind of cool. So,
I love that. Cool. I like this. I took a lot of notes. In fact, I'm probably going to dwell on this and make it into a shorter podcast. So I'll give you credit. It was really good. I liked it. Thank you.
yeah, thank you for having me today.
Great job. Great job. I love this. I love send out cards. Keep doing this. Thank you, everybody. Any questions for Gayle? Jake, put up the link again one more time. If we had a link to jump in for watching the recording, and if anyone has questions for Gayle, how do people get a hold of you?
Hey, I'm on Facebook. That's the best way to get a hold of me. Just send me a message. Let me know. I keep my profile public, so if you want to see if I'm real, go check me out.
Or send you a send out card if we've got your address. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Gayle. Have an awesome
Thanks,
day.
Tristan. All right.